They gave you food, a home, maybe even education. From the outside, it looked like love, but inside, you felt alone. No one noticed your silence, no one asked what you felt, and slowly, you learned something dangerous. Your emotions don't matter. They loved you. At least, that's what you tell yourself. You had food, a home, maybe even good memories. No screaming, no chaos, nothing obviously wrong. So why does something still feel empty? Why do you still feel alone in a room full of people? Why do you overthink every small interaction and feel like you're too much or not enough at the same time? Here's the part no one talks about. You can be loved and still be emotionally ignored. And that kind of pain, it doesn't leave bruises, it just quietly rewires who you become. Imagine this, you're a child, you walk into the room, excited to share something. Maybe you drew something, maybe something happened at school, maybe you just want attention, but they're busy. Later, not now, stop being dramatic. You're fine. So you stop, not all at once, but slowly, you start talking less, sharing less, feeling less, not because you don't feel things, but because no one is really listening. And here's the confusing part. They still cared about you, they provided, they showed up in ways that looked like love, but emotionally, you were on your own. No one taught you how to process your feelings, no one sat with you in your sadness, no one noticed when you went quiet, so you learned something without realizing it. Your emotions are not important. Pause for a second. Think about this. When was the last time you felt truly understood without having to explain everything? This is what emotional neglect looks like. It's not loud, it's not obvious. It's the absence of something you needed. And because nothing bad happened, you start to question yourself instead. Maybe I'm just too sensitive. Maybe I expect too much. Maybe this is normal. So you carry it into your friendships, into your relationships, into every version of yourself. You become the listener, the one who understands everyone else, but feels like no one understands you. You overanalyze texts, you replay conversations, you notice small changes in tone, because deep down, you're still trying to feel seen. In relationships, it gets even harder. You crave closeness, but when it comes, you feel uncomfortable. You want someone to understand you, but you don't even know how to explain yourself. So you either hold everything in or suddenly feel overwhelmed when emotions come out. And then you blame yourself. I'm too complicated. I ruin things. I should just stay quiet. But the truth is, you were never taught how to be emotionally safe. Here's something most people don't realize. When a child is ignored emotionally, they don't stop needing connection. They just adapt. They become independent too early, mature too fast, quiet too often. They learn how to survive without emotional support. But survival is not the same as feeling loved. Pause again. Ask yourself this. Do you feel comfortable expressing your emotions? Or do you feel like you're bothering people? Because that answer, it explains more about your past than you think. Let's make this real. You say it's okay when it's not. You don't ask for help. You feel guilty when someone does something for you. You struggle to open up, but wish someone would just understand without you saying anything. You feel lonely, even when you're not alone. That's not random. That's learned. And here's the twist. You don't miss what you had. You miss what you never got. That's why this pain feels so hard to explain, because there's no clear memory to point to, no obvious moment to blame, just a feeling, a quiet emptiness that follows you even in your happiest moments. But here's the part that matters. None of this means you're broken. It means you adapted. In a place where your emotions weren't fully seen, you found a way to exist anyway. That takes strength. But now, you don't have to live that way anymore. You can learn to listen to yourself, to notice what you feel without dismissing it. You can start saying small truths. I didn't like that. That hurt. I need a moment. Even if your voice shakes and slowly something changes, you stop abandoning yourself. And when you stop doing that, you stop accepting it from others too. One day, someone will listen, not just to your words, but to your silence, and it will feel unfamiliar at first, maybe even uncomfortable, but also safe, because real love doesn't just provide, it pays attention, it notices, it stays, and maybe for the first time, you won't feel invisible anymore.